This podcast is brought to you by the following sponsors. Your San Diego County Toyota dealers. We've got what it takes. Fix Auto. Corky's Pest Control. And Lolita's Family of Restaurants.
Hey sports fans, Christian Pedersen, Chris Smith, Tommy Montel, and a special guest will be here because we've got the Open Division Finals.
For all the marbles,
football.
baby. This is
For
all the
CIF
marbles.
San Diego.
Yep.
This is a big game.
Playing for rings.
It's a huge, we're playing for pride, bragging rights. This is the top of the top.
Yep.
Helix, Cathedral Catholic. Rematch from earlier this season. Saturday, 7 p.m., Southwestern College.
Let's get it.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be magnificent.
To celebrate how huge this game is, Tommy Morris has left the studio once again to venture out to Helix and check in with the doghouse. Tommy, how you doing? How do you see this game?
All right, guys, Open Division. I think you know who's playing in this one. I think you guys will you guys go to this game? Are you guys going to go to this game? Maybe not.
I think so. I think we'll be there.
Do you have nothing better to do?
Maybe.
All right, guys, so who do we think is going to win in this Helix Cathedral matchup? I can't imagine you're going to pick this. They got to huddle up and think about it because this is a hard decision for these guys.
Alright, so we think, I don't know, shout out to, what's his name? Oh, wait, I don't know. Sorry, no shots taken. But, who's our running back? Homa, sophomore, bright future, but sophomore year. We still got Scotties all the way. Scott, too much. Don't sleep on Jay Millie. He's out there. Big hits every day. Big hits every day. We don't have Zeke, but they're playing for him. So don't sleep on the Scotties all the way.
So we're picking Cathedral?
No.
Okay, we're gonna go with Helix in this one, guys. Thanks so much for helping me out with these picks, and we'll be right back.
All right, Tommy, thank you. Montel, your turn.
Open Division, Helix versus Cathedral. Winner goes to state playoffs. Should be a very exciting game. Major key alert. Not going to pick a winner, but I'm going to pick to the keys to success. Up first is going to be Helix. Defensively, let's address the elephant in the room. Zeke Noah's not there. Zeke, my prayers are with you, brother. Hope you feel better. Gets for a speedy recovery. Hope everything's okay. But now let's get to the team. Millsap and the guys at the linebacking core are going to have to play a perfect game. I know they're going to be excited. They're dedicating this game to Zeke. They're going to come out firing out, but they got to be able to sustain that for 48 minutes in order to contain Eastwood and Puma on the other side of Cathedral. They got to be able to play that way. They can't play on emotion. They got to be smart, do the things they need to do, and execute. If they can do that, they should have some success. In the secondary, they got to be able to contain Cathedral's big receivers, Thompson and Lee. If Evan Perkins and the crew can corral those guys, make sure they don't get big plays, another big success. And up front, they got Blake De La Rosa and the D-line guys. De La Rosa's been playing great all year. As long as he can continue to take those double teams, get some tackles in the backfield and make some major plays, they're going to keep Helix in the ball game, no doubt. Their defense. It's one of the fastest defenses in the county, probably one of the fastest in the states. But you got to keep that on up. Let's go to the offensive side. Hey, they got to get the ball to Scotty Young. Perfect. He's their big play guy. He's the guy that's been able to do it all year. When they need something big, they go to him. They can't turn the ball over. That's something they cannot do. Baker has to play a perfect game, not turn the ball over, and not get them in third and long in order for Helix to be successful. That's going to be a major key for success. No turnovers. Let's flip the script over to the Cathedral side. For Cathedral to be successful, let's talk about the defense. Defense, they have to eliminate big plays. They can't let Scotty get freaky and get loose and do his thing. The kid is just too explosive. They got to be able to maintain him, eliminate big plays for him, and not have it. And again, like the first game, they can't let those long runs get out. They got to eliminate those long runs and can't play catch up. They got to stay strong. So defensively, they got to stay there. Genmark has to lead his defense and get those guys that make tackles, and they'll be okay defensively. Offensively, Ted Hayes has got to take the reins, take what the defense gives you, and march your team down the field. Be consistent. Get the ball to Puma on the out. Get the ball to Lee when they give you only 10 yards. You don't need the big plays. Just kind of methodically move the ball down the field and score. I think if they do that, they can win the ball game. It's going to be a battle. Excuse me. Helix is one team that scares me because one of the leaders are down. They got the backs against the wall, and when you put an animal with his back against the wall, they're going to come out fighting. And I think Helix is going to come out fighting. The crowd is going to be into it. They really are going to be there to win this game. They're not going anywhere. So Cathedral takes them lightly in any way, they're going to lose this game. I think in order for Cathedral to stay successful, they got to take the punch on the chin and come back. If they can do that, they'll be perfectly fine. I'm looking for probably one of the best battles in the state. I think this is one of the best games in the state of a number 1 and number 2 team battling each other to get to the state playoffs. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Congratulations, guys. Wish you good luck. Wish you guys both the best of luck.
Okay. Couple big picks there.
Yep.
Before we get to your picks,
Yep.
and before we get to me blabbing my mouth about something stupid, can we please bring in a legitimate superstar?
Big games require big game players. And over the course of his career, he showed up for every single game that was a big game.
And every single weightlifting session and film session and everything else that takes it to get there.
In order to introduce this young man, he started as a sophomore at St. Augustine. He's none other than quarterback Rodney Thompson. Rodney, why don't you come in and join us?
Rodney, thank you very much for joining us. Dude, this is. I gotta shop where you shop. We gotta get these SDPI jackets out of here. You know a thing or two about football, like we were talking about. You ready to talk a little football?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We got an open division game to get to. First things first, though, Chris. You've been waiting all week to talk about this game. Tell San Diego what you think.
First of all, like I said last week, I mean, with Jordan Jen Marquise, with Tate Haynes, with Sean Poma, with Adam Eastwood, with Anton Lee, with Jack Thompson, Cathedral was built to win championships. And it would be easy for me to pick Cathedral. Easy. They're the number 5 team in the state. But last week, the emotional leader at Helix went down with the knee injury. And I'll tell you, I had a chance to go see Helix this week, and they're playing with emotion. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my dogs, roll with the big dogs. I'm taking Helix in this one.
Yeah, it's funny because that's the actual size of the rings that they have. Like I've seen them. They're actually that big. It's huge.
You were in a beautiful moment.
What can I say? That's just what I do. And I pick against the wrong teams all the time. Rodney, you know a little bit about both these teams. Tell us how you see it.
Cathedral, haven't played against them. They have just so many weapons, and they're big and physical. And that offense they run can really tire, a team out, especially if they have both way players. So it's going to be tough. But I think if Helix could come out, they did lose Zeke. That's the guy you just can't replace. But if they do come out and they stop that run and make Cathedral throw the ball a little bit with that secondary they have, I think it could be a real interesting game. However, though, like I said, Cathedral got a lot of weapons, and I'm about to take Cathedral. But if
Did you just get choked up saying that?
yeah,
I heard a little bit coming out.
It was hard. I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. It's okay. All right, it's okay, dude.
Hey, who has to
I
say?
know it hurt to say it, man. I'm sorry, but I understand.
SDPI, we bring the touching moments to the people.
Need a tissue?
no, man.
All right.
But good game though.
It's gonna be a real
Regardless of
good
who
game.
wins this one, this one's gonna be a good game, right?
Yeah, I mean, if, like I said, they can stop the run, and then on offensive, other players besides Scotty Young could come into play, then that's going to be huge for him, I think.
All right. I will say this. We saw a great sample of this game earlier this season when these two teams played. I want to talk just outside of the lines, though. I want to say that this one is an interesting battle between the establishment and the new up-and-comer in terms of hot coaches in San Diego County. Coach Doyle, Cathedral, has been here. He's been in this situation. He's won these big games. Coach Owens is the new guy in San Diego. And I think he got a little bit of a taste of how playing in the open division level is a cutthroat, no-hold-barred type of game earlier when Cathedral did what they did to Helix. And I think he is, like you said, going to harness this emotion that's happening on the side of Helix, and he's going to help ride that to the first signature victory in his tenure at Helix that will mark the end of the old era and the way of thinking, and it has now begun in the new era of Helix football. I'm taking Helix. This is going to be a great game. People are already tweeting about it, as you can hear in the background. It's going to be a big game.
Yep. I just want to say, I want to second that second that notion you had there. Troy Star was a staple of Helix for a long time, and many people were like, what's going to happen when Coach O, takes over the season when Star stepped aside? I got a chance to spend a lot of time with Coach O in the preseason, got a chance to spend time with him during the regular season. He's a really great coach, a little bit different than Star in the idea he keeps things a little bit more loose, but the inspiration that he's been able to bring to this team and the focus that he's been able to bring to this team, I don't think a lot of people really understand that coming from outside of San Diego and replacing a legend is a very, very, very difficult thing to do. And I think the way that Coach O handled it this year was magnificent.
He had some rocky moments in the early third of the season.
Well, if you think about it, the only 2 games they lost this year were to a former state champion in Timpview and the number 5 team in the state in Cathedral. Otherwise,
and people were hitting the panic button, myself included, of saying that season was in danger, and the questions have been answered.
The ship, righted the ship, and
but it's now time to turn it from settling the ship to writing the end of the first chapter in his book at Helix. So that's how I see it going down. We want to hear from you guys how you see it going down. We want you guys to all be there, as we said, 7 p.m. Southwestern College, Saturday night. You're gonna be there?
Absolutely be there. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I'm gonna be there. We gonna see you there?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
If he's there, folks, come up, take a photo.
Hey, get this man's autograph.
Get this man's
One day
autograph.
He's gonna be famous. You know that?
And now hear from him. What do you got? The floor is all yours.
First off, I just want to thank God. Blessed me with the opportunity to play football. Blessed me with the family that I have, supporting me, teammates I have, grinding with me every day. I won't trade them for nothing, and just gonna keep working hard with them and try to chase a ring.
Chris.
Just want to give a shout out to this young man. I got a chance to see you play 3 years of your career, and I just want to say you've impressed me not only with your play on the field, but your character off the field. There's a lot of guys that go out there to Twitter. There's a lot of guys that go out there and say stuff in the community and stuff. You've handled yourself like a true professional. I think that shows. I think it's a testament to the way the parents raised you. I think you're an excellent young man. And I'm gonna be a little sad not to look over next year when I look across the sidelines in the Saints game. I don't see you behind center. It's gonna be a little hard for me. You might even get a little emotional. So, congratulations on a great career, and I'm really proud of you.
Absolutely, congratulations, folks. If you want to see his finale, he's gonna be slinging touchdowns well into the evening on Friday in the Division I final, so go check him out. We will be back next week to wrap up and recap all of the insanity that is about to go down in these 2 great days of San Diego high school football to cap off what has been an amazing season. Chris, thank you very much. To Tommy and Montel, thank you guys very much. To all of our viewers, thank you very much. We will see you at the championship.
All right, guys, for our shout outs, the reason why I'm here, as always, if I pick something wrong, I allow a little bit of revenge. So go ahead and give it to me, Dog Pound. What's gonna happen to me now?
All right, so
Ooh, silly string.
student section, we always got packed with the silly string all the time. So
Here we
we
go.
gotta hit them.
Hold up. Stop.
Saturday, 7 o'clock, Southwestern.
Our revenge. Be there for sure.
Go.